Good evening, everyone. This is Netra, your host for the day. A very warm welcome to all of you, to our respected resource person participants, and all fellow members to day 5 of AICTE sponsored till 6-day online faculty development program on greening the future, advancing agricultural economy and sustainability through technology and innovation. It is truly a pleasure to continue this journey with you all as we explore new ideas at the intersection of technology, innovation, sustainability in future in shaping the agricultural economy. So before starting the session, I would like to uh, uh, inform some instructions to the participants. All participants are requested to rename themselves as per the name registered in AICTE portal. Uh, so that your attendance are marked, and minimum 80% of the attendance is compulsory throughout the sessions. Last day, that is tomorrow, Saturday, the session will be starting at 2 o'clock. And on the same day, the online test will be conducted from 6:30 to 7:15 for 45 minutes. Participants should score minimum of 70% in the test in order to get Atal FTP certificates. And it is compulsory to fill the online feedback form by all the participants through the portal available for the login. So yeah, those were the instructions. Uh, so we shall continue. So today's session will take across the global sustainability framework and into the heart of ingenious agricultural wisdom, promising an enriching evening of learning. Uh, it gives me a greater pleasure to welcome our first distinguished speaker for the evening, Mr. Aravindh Selvaraj. Welcome, sir, who is a
Thank you, ma'am.
founder, executive director, and chief scientific officer at ELIES Biotech Private Limited, Erode. Uh, so here is a small introduction about Sir. Sir Arvind is a visionary entrepreneur and startup mentor whose workforce focuses on sustainability driven biotech innovations. He holds a PhD in biotechnology from Anna University with research interests in biotechnology, environmental microbiology, biodegradation, and nanobioscience. His research career has been enriched by hands-on experience at several prestigious institutions, including Department of Atomic Energy, Indira Gandhi Center for Atomic Research, Baba Atomic Research Center, PGS, IAS, as well as universities like Alagappa, Anna, IIT Madras, and Pondicherry Central University. In the industrial sector, Dr. Arvind has held key leadership roles, such as serving as NABL technical manager and heading a QC/QA microbiology team at SKM Egg Products Export India Private Limited in Erode. His entrepreneurial spirit led him to co-found ELIES Biotech Private Limited in partnership with his wife, Dr. K. Indumati. The company specializes in microbial biotechnology products manufacturing and has garnered significant funding from national agencies. So, this is I would now request Sir to take over the session. But before that, I request all the participants to switch on the camera so that we can capture the screenshot for documentation purpose. Kindly all of you switch on your videos.
Yes, Netra, we shall proceed.
Yes. So I would like to hand over the virtual session to you. The screen is now yours, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Very good evening to everyone, my dear participants, professors, and my dear students. And it's going to be a great pleasure for me to present such of uh, uh, hope my screen is
Yes, sir. It's visible, sir. It's visible.
Thank you, ma'am. So it's my great pleasure to showcase some of my insights, some of my experience insights on sustainable development goals, how it helped us to concentrate more on agriculture and environmental sustainable developments towards successful business model. And definitely is going to be a great one for me and great experience for me, for experience one for me also, because I'm going to present these slides in front of a great business administrative legends. I believe those are professors from various streamlines, I hope. I am very totally from science background, so I'm a keen learner. I always used to consider myself as a keen learner about the management and administrative related sectors. So according to me, the topic which was given by Dr. Pavitra ma'am, really wonderful. And I really love the topic, the global policies and the sustainable development goals in the context of agricultural sustainability or environmental sustainability, or the based research to business community. So whatever we can take. The thing is, my dear uh, the global policies, why we need to consider the global policies means, so here I am sitting in front of you all in Erode district. Very beginning, exactly 5 to 7 years before, we have concentrated our business segment in and around Erode and Tamil Nadu state, Erode districts and Tamil Nadu. So within the Tamil Nadu, we are concentrated in the very early stages. And very recently we have entered into pan India level marketing. So once we do a business to consider the world market, means, so we should start from the scratch, like our district needs, then state needs, and our nation needs. So likewise, when we start to grow up, so definitely the one single point, we will reach the overseas or global needs. So according to me, that there is no be a no sustainable development means no sustainable any science progress. So which means, so global policies will give a great strength and encouragement. Global policies will give us great strength and encouragement to frame our business model, to take our business from our local to international. So very happy to say, in the 2015, our United Nations, they have given a very detailed figure or the orientation about these are the major 17 sustainable goals, sustainable development goals, which are global. Each and every nation should focus on this towards eradicate all sort of thing. So by means of the nation, each and every nations, not only starts from US and it ends with all 198 nations. So starts from, I just list out, hope you all very familiar about this 17 SDG list. Again, let me give a chance to explain according to my own view. So starts from no poverty. So we feel like uh, the movable and immovable assets, and in the means of money or in the currency. So we feel those are all legacy, and those are all like assets according to the each and every individuals. point of view. But the poverty which equals to the is, which includes all sort of such things like starts from health, starts from the individual peace of mind and everything. So each and every nation, they till now they didn't have achieved the hunger free or no poverty free kind of thing. So poverty line is very important for each and every nation. So we have, they have classified in the, so each and every family in any nation should have the possibility to earn their own income to manage their daily needs. So we should ensure about their employability as well as the income ability. So that's why they have listed the poverty line. So hereafter 2030, after there will be there will not be a great gap in according to the poverty line. And the next is zero hunger, is a directly proportional for the poverty aspect. So zero hunger, which means 100% satisfied food production must be there in each and every nation. For that, the government should ensure about the productivity also. So which directly corresponds to the arrival of each and every food and other value-added products to each and every family. So we can concentrate on hunger-free environment. So definitely the environment going to be a great zero hunger. And the third is a good health and well-beingness. So again, as I already mentioned about the assets, movable and immovable assets, people be not realizing about the good health and well-beingness is going to be a great asset each and every family, because our income is getting a 25% going to spend only on medicinals, exclusively allopathy or Siddha or Unani or homeopathy, whatever it may be, exclusively we are spending our much more income towards considering or consuming medicines. But our obesity free, particularly physical fitness will enable our good health and well-beingness. So we should consider this going to be a great asset, as I already mentioned during the course of the detailing of no poverty line. So likewise, quality education. So according to my own perspective and view, we feel like 10 plus 2, according to our Indian nation, our nation, 10 plus 2 plus 3 are 4, and again masters like 2 or 3, and research path like infinitive. So likewise we framed as a stretch of education kind of thing. But according to me, we are not concentrating, or we may failed in getting adequate amount of industrial exposure or the realistic life, like the agriculture based exposure. So according to me, education will not give knowledge. Education will not give knowledge. Education will give only opportunities. So yes, the person is completed his 10th graduate or 10th grade, this person is completed his bachelor's or master's. So that based upon that degree and based upon that the years spent for his getting certain type sort of curriculum, so he will get opportunities. So opportunities will enable for experience. Opportunities will give experience. So nowadays people used to give a very less time to stay in a particular place, whether it may be in an industry or in an agricultural sector or any processing industries or any service sectors. After 2000 born kids like Gen Z or Gen X, so they are giving very less importance to get a, or to gain a proper, adequate and proper well knowledge. So they are failing in gathering experiences in a stable manner or stable place. They are not giving their sustainable or sustained focuses towards getting experiences. So the such kind of experiences definitely will give a knowledge. So we used to call it as knowledge is directly proportional for getting experiences only. So we have to, our government of India, we should appreciate very well in manner. They are giving a lot of opportunities while studying the time itself, giving internship opportunities. Students, they can directly enter into the industries or any their service related or manufacturing related sector, so they will get the education as well as knowledge also through their experiences. So our government will give a lot of opportunities to bridging the gap like that. So gender equality, we are very familiar about nowadays in the 21st century, our woman contribution, woman in a business, woman in a science contribution, we should give a great applause and great appreciate. They are giving a very tough for the fantastic contributions to the societal development. So again, we have to give a much more importance to give a great hands to give a great hands to them, and giving a chance to lifting up them from their position, and we have to give a great path for them also to give a very fantastic contribution to the society. Likewise, the third gender, like our transgender also, they are starting to contribute for the society in their experience or in their exclusive sectors like that. So and the sixth one, the clean water and sanitation. So we all very know about the lack of clean water and the potable waters, particularly in a very good sanitation condition. Our rivers are getting frequently getting a pollution due to the industrial activities. So starts from the self-discipline, will give a great uplift for the familial development. Starts from the familial development, will give a great uplift for the colony or the localized area development. So likewise, the individual must have to change in their mindset to give a great contribution, to give a kickstart or startup for the great contribution for the clean water and the sanitation. Because nowadays rivers are getting frequently about organic and inorganic pollutants, not only through industrial and as well as through our agriculture. So likewise, the affordable and clean energy. So here after the 21st century of our global green global, so we must dependent on the energy. So because now we are in the online meeting, and we are getting frequently purchasing a lot of gadgets, all comes under the sort of with application of energy, which means electrical energy. So we must concentrate about the development of clean energy also. Likewise, the clean energy also, which will give a great possibilities from the agro wastes also. So likewise, I'll give a our experiences as well as the great examples for the SDGs and the perspectives of agricultural sustainable developments likewise. So and then decent work and economic growth. So according to me, the decent work, we all feel that getting a job opportunities in a great cities, metropolitan and cosmopolitan cities like Mumbai, New Delhi, Chennai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, that too in a large scale industries like Reliance, Adani and L&T, Bajaj. Likewise, we feel this is going to be a great achievement like that. But according to me, this is not a great achievement and for of the individual. So peace is a very important. So we have to give a much more importance circular economy and the localized economic development, which means each and every one of us should go for pursuing their higher level education in elsewhere. They should go for overseas level. They should look for overseas level opportunities to get education, via it will enable getting knowledges. So they should come back to their native place. Then they should concentrate on what are the facilities and what are the opportunities are available in the local, so that they should give a much more concentrate on much more importance to establish their own sector or their own contribution directly to the society. So there is no perfect world for the decency, or in the sense of in the case of even we can consider as discipline. It used to vary person to person. So according to me, we should be a great legend. Even we can stay in our localized native, and we can put our resources directly to the society. Definitely, we should consider this a very decent work and economic growth. So, according to our India, almost 86% we are depending on agriculture directly and indirectly agricultural resources. So, we have great possibility for agriculture sustainable development exclusive for Indian nation, and industry and innovation infrastructure. Uh, so very recently we are considering industry 4.0. We are very familiar about such a thing. It's a smart way of contribution. So our India giving a much more importance for startups, micro entrepreneurs, from micro entrepreneurs to micro industries, starts from micro industries, small scale industries, and medium scale industries, and small, likewise they give a great insights through each and every district's welfare industrial welfare associations, like in our state SIPCOT. We are very familiar about SIPCOT industrial estate. Likewise, each and every state with the contributions from our central government, they are establishing a lot of industrial sectors with innovative and infrastructure modulations, and reduce inequalities. Actually, we have to give a much more importance for the inequalities, and as well as we have to consider is an equal importance for each and every sector. So likewise, our India is a unity in diversity. We are familiar in that, and we have to concentrate much more on productivity rather than other unnecessary items. Likewise, and sustainable cities and communities. So our India very recently initiated smart cities and their projects. We are very familiar about that. So likewise, we should encourage through such kind of online forums and our AACT sponsored forums like this, and for smart agricultural cities also, which means our government smart farming also with the support of government grants also. It will enable small farmers and educated newcomers to the agriculture from elsewhere, so they can get opportunities to work in dedicated place with the support from government of India, based upon the supply chain management and payback mechanisms and all. So likewise, responsibilities and consumption and productivity, and climate actions, life below water, life on earth or land, peace and justice, and strong institutions background, and partnerships for the goal. So these are well familiar 17 sustainable goals, and I'm going to consider not all the 17. What are the very close to our agricultural sustainable development, and particularly environmental sustainable developments, for giving a very good business community or business welfare and development for our nation development. Uh, why agriculture, particularly agriculture sustainability, is matters? We are very familiar about, very well know about food is very mandate for each and every individual. I'm not mentioning about our human. I'm not mentioning about some other living creatures. I'll give a much more importance. Each and every creature that has a great rights to stay in our mother earth in a very calm and peaceful manner. So, which means our humans have a sixth sense. So we are the dominating creature, the large brainy creature. We have all rights to live in our earth. We can flexible, we can flex, we can trigger, or we can make a mold our earth according to our needs. It is not a good kind of attitude, and we should consider even tiny creatures like microorganisms also has its own rights to live in our earth. So likewise, agriculture is a very great central dogma to deliver food security. So which means we should ensure the availability of food, availability of on our earth for each and every creatures and livelihood nature. So we should ensure that circumstances should give fantastic opportunities for life has to proliferate. It means life, the entire concept or the entire phenomenon of our Mother Earth, life means it has to proliferate. It has to give progenies for the future. So this is a great thing we should understand in our mind. So the ecosystem healing, there's going to be another fantastic thing, which means or human being, we used to consider the society, the environment, each and every sort of thing we have created. So we have all rights to make a mold or make a design or make a changes like that we used to consider in our mind. But according to the nature, nature has its own rights to sweep off or to give a much more importance for some other creature also. So likewise, we should consider the great ecosystem health for future. Future means not only for our children, future means sustainable future means for each and every livelihoods on our Mother Earth. That's what I want to convey. Food security for each and every individual, which include all sort of living creatures in our Mother Earth, and we should ensure livelihoodness, which means we should ensure the green covered Mother Nature, and we should ensure that ecosystem health for our future generations, which include all sort of lives in our earth. However, modern agriculture faces a lot of changes, like I hope you all very well familiar about the land degradations. So, like each and every decades, we can consider the deployment of land issues, like the scarcity of the fertile lands, because we used to give a much more importance of developments, particularly the urbanizations. We used to accrue in the much more amounts of lands for development activities. So the land degradation for the sustained agricultural practices. So nowadays in our city or even rural also, people used to give much more importance getting job opportunities in some other cities. Like they have the mind, they used to have such things in their mind. Once after getting education from their native or from the nearest city or from their state, they should escape from the native. They should get a job opportunities with the maximum salary in some other places. So they're ready to give their time. Actually, they don't know the value about the time. Actually, we can lose so many of money. We can lose our assets, but once we lose our time, we cannot get back our time. So they are giving a very less importance for time. They are ready to escape from their places just for the sake of earning money. So I am considering much more on the landlords, those who are doing agricultural practices for the years and years ago, and their progeny is like their children, they're getting job opportunities just for the sake of job. They simply escape from the or simply leave from the native, and they give a message to their localized. They have settled in a foreign country where they are living a life in a very luxury or in a lavish manner, so that they give a very wrong kind of or a wrong kind of example. Getting are leaving from our native, so they will get a immediately they will get a lavish or the luxurious life in foreign or other nations. Like that, they will give a message. So each and every the growing youngsters used to have in their mind. So getting job is very important for us, and that too in a IT, like information tech or computer associated jobs and all. Like that, they used to give in their mind, but they are not giving a much more importance for local development with the same kind of developments, like smart agricultural practices, like artificial intelligence enabled Internet of Things enabled smart agriculture practices also we can do from our native places. So with the support of our government for India, their contributions like that. And next is a water scarcity. So most of the rivers getting diverted towards the industrial development and urbanizations, and particularly to fulfill the potable waters in the urbans. So people used to get used to just horizontally developing their urbanization in a very rapid manner, so that the government has a more than 250% pressure on their head to deliver the basic needs or to give the basic demands like providing water resources. For that, they give a much more time and much more money, or the much more project investments and everything towards providing water pipelines and water kind of thing, so that our the road connectivities and the most of the resources frequently getting disturbed or frequently get damaged due to such kind of activities. So according to me, we have to give a much more importance for the groundwater develop, or the sequestration, or the savings. And also we have to give a much more importance on saving our localized lakes, particularly ponds. So those are very great water resources. We have a lot of technologies for purification. So localized water from pond or lakes means we have technology to purify such thing. So we need not to concentrate only on getting waters through pipelines, that too from government of our India's contributions. So these are the kind of mindsets people used to have in their newly developing urbanizing areas. And greenhouse gas emissions, that also comes under that not concentrating on agricultural practices properly. So those agricultural waste and their poor management, the greenhouse gas emissions like methane gases, it used to release in an open environment. So if we give a particular environment, a particular concentration on agro wastes turned into methane gases, means we can get a energy, or we can get a calorification heat thermal energy from the gases. Instead of releasing directly into the environment, it will directly affect in the ozone layer of our mother nature. Likewise, the biodiversity loss, this is a very hurting, or is very giving a very huge painful topic according to me. So those are four the points I have taken from my own experiences and my own thought process, and I give a very much importance on biodiversity loss. We are not bothered about a single insect just disappearing from our society or from our colonizing environment. And particularly, we are not giving about much importance on butterflies or any insect. So if we are not giving importance to our insects, beneficial insects, that too, even though harmful insects are there in our environment or the particular society, so we are not having any such rights to eliminate or completely decant or degrade such kind of community. So we have to have a right. We can retard their livelihoodness in our places, like that only we can do, instead of giving a chemical substances to kill or to eliminate completely from our nature. Is a definitely is a great offense to our mother nature. Likewise, biodiversity loss, according to myself, I am a microbiology. I used to consider loss of beneficial microorganism, which means that those are the fellows or floras. They're contributing for soil health maintenance or the organic molecule degradation. Those who conduct huge metabolic pathways, those such kind of microorganisms, beneficial microorganisms, simply getting vanishing from our mother nature due to the the climate changes, and particularly land reformations, and particularly industrial activities. sustainable agriculture seeks to balance productivity with environmental care and social equity. So I'm not against for the industrial development as well as the urbanization also. So, but according to our understanding, we should give importance parallelly. We have to give importance for green nature. So we have sentences each and every vehicle, plant a tree, plant a tree. Likewise, we used to have a messages each and every vehicle in our India through RTO's instruction. But very honestly, according to our heart, for the last 1 year, how many trees we have planted in our mother nature? So not only in the plant, and also we have to concentrate on pouring a adequate amount of water, as well as we have to ensure about the availability of microorganisms, that too beneficial microorganisms, so that it will enable a great biodiversity among the green nature, so that the balance approach for productivity with environmental care and societal equity. So as I already mentioned about the social equity, not only for human being, and also we should ensure about the equity must have to compared or must have to implement with all sort of livelihood in our mother nature. So sustainable agriculture is not just about growing more food. As I already mentioned, the food is getting adequate amount of food for human being will give a will mm, satisfied mindset to our human community. That's not a great message or great understanding among us. So we should ensure, and also it's about a growing food responsibility for current, which means livelihoods, and also future livelihoods, future ecosystem health with the future generation. Such a thing we have to keep in our mind. That's why agriculture sustainability matters much more in sustainable development goals among 17. And the global context, the world population is projected to reach approximately 9 billion by 2050. So we are progressively growing, and we have already reached the top among the global. So that's why our Honorable Pradhan Mantri Sri Narendra Modi ji always used to give a importance about global south, because we have to take responsibility, because we have a great culture in ancient. We should look back about our ancient culture, about the traditional practices. So we have a great backbone. So with these experiences and the adequate of culture and traditional knowledge, so we can confidently walk or run towards achieving the great position by starts from 2030 to 2047, as we fix our Vikshit Bharat mission. We have a great confidence. We should believe about our the self sustainability as well as circular economy approaches, particularly on agricultural sustainable development. Likewise, to feed everyone sustainability, we must transform food systems. So our current strategies food, we compared our such things, such food kind of important things with the Western countries, fast food cultures and activities, and particularly giving a not giving a importance of such kind of food when we should consider, and food when we should avoid. So in traditional practices, we used to give a much more important fasting activities, and during such kind of sessions and seasons and such kind of types, we used to avoid non-veggies, and particularly we used to take legumes, particularly we used to take greeny vegetables, particularly we used to take fruits alone. So likewise, each and every religious, not only in our mother our country, in among the global nations, they still have their own the traditional practices. Likewise, we have to give importance for the the food systems also. So global framework such as UN nations SDGs and international agricultural policies, they are actually guiding such kind of transformations, and focuses on integrated, inclusive and eco-friendly agriculture growth, which means the global context is the right way of agriculture will give or will enable us to focus a perfect or the proper manner of the value addition process, which means value addition means concentrating on food processing sectors. So yesterday it was in a agricultural land, today it is in a industry for food processing for value addition kind of thing. So we have to consider each and every country's seasons as well as the the ecosystems. So each and every nations they will give a agricultural commodity value addition process, and it will give a food packages, so that each and every nations in our global will get ensurability about getting food in a clear way. So according to this SDGs for agricultural sustainable development, based upon the major segments which are playing SDGs in agricultural development, I have mentioned few cartoonistic pictures. Increased yield will enable zero hunger. So that to increase the yield, our India, we must concentrate organic way of agriculture practices. At least concentrate hybrid mode of agricultural practices also. So in such places, practicing organic manner is quite impossible, or quite expensive, or quite not possible in all sort of times. So we should consider hybrid manner also, and also we have to parallelly consider about the soil health system as well. We should ensure about the livelihoodness in the soil also, and also we should ensure about the perfect mineral conditions in our, starts from the macro, micro and trace minerals also, as well as the organic carbon availability, and particularly the CHNOPS, which means carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, sulfur and potassium ratio in our mother earth. So it used to get vary each and every state wise and district wise also, and for that our government of India's initiatives like KVKs, Krishi Vinyan Kendras, they will enable us, they will give opportunities for us to get a soil test. So this is going to be, this was a great initiative taken by our government of India to ensure the soil health and monitoring system each and every taluk and villages of our India. So likewise, targeted irrigation, clean water and sanitation. Targeted irrigation, which means no pathogenic invade in any sort of thing, particularly coliforms. So not only coliforms and airborne, waterborne infectious pathogen used to get entry into the water lines, means definitely and particularly those who give a reverse or adverse effects in the agricultural practices, means we have to give a importance for sanitize and or the clean water. So for that we have to consider the clear river water as well as the storage systems like ponds, small ponds, lakes and big lakes, and the path of river lines, and giving the power of information. So presently, not only our India, our global is concentrating in AI, artificial intelligence and IoT, Internet of Things based smart agricultural practices. So we have to grow based upon the what our society, the international society is concentrating. Likewise, we have to educate our farmer community, and very great example that today we are enjoying and celebrating the UPI reaches in not only completely in India and also global level sounds. So for that, each and every Indians, we should proud and we should feel privileged about our Pradhan Mantri Sri Narendra Modi ji's great visionary thought, implementing such kind of unique payment systems like UPI. So with this, we have reached even a small village, yeah, even a green vegetable, a leafy vegetable selling seller also. They used to have a mobile based QR code system or mobile number based, so that each and every single paisa of money is getting entered into the account, so that it will give the great confidence and the courage towards yeah, complete wisdom achieved society. So which I feel I could feel for the past 10 years plus, and allow sharing of information and with the exchanging our knowledges through various informative system things, as well as improved land management, improving fish farming, improving supply chains. So supply chains is very important according to the farmers, because productivity we can easily achieve with the governance of government of India, guidance of our officials. So for that we must have to thank our officials for keep on encouraging us and giving informations through a lot of initiatives and a lot of arrangements. But we are still lagging supply of commodities, which means supply chains or blockchain technology, for example, blockchain technologies likewise. So we each and every our young entrepreneurs, particularly from management departments. So according to we are science background means, so we have a great possibility to concentrate on quality and innovation, and we give a very affordable price based quality products. So that responsibility we are ready to take on our shoulder. But thing is, from our factory through from our FPG finished product go down to the consumer end, till the consumer end, the responsibility, which means according to me, the such great responsibility must have to taken by the management officials, students, well-wishers, and young budding entrepreneurs. So such kind of activities and initiatives will bridge the gaps between supply chains and the thing. So and particularly monitor the waste production. So as I already mentioned about the green gas emissions is going to be a great nuisance for our society, particularly once we start to talk about the carbon emissions. But parallelly, agricultural lack of awareness and knowledge activities. So agriculture also and allied agriculture activities also silently giving a kind of greenhouse gas emissions, so that all sort of the blaming activities on industrial carbon emissions, and we are never bothering, or we are not trying to give importance on agricultural based greenhouse gas emissions. So we have to, according to our biotechnology background innovator or aspirant, I am exclusively requesting each and every the practitioners like agricultural practitioners or education specialists or young budding entrepreneurs or beloved professors and emeritus professors and all, they must have to take this very important message to each and every nook and corner of our nation, giving a great importance on waste management, particularly organic waste management. Based upon the effective organic waste management, we have a great possibility to get back green gases. So our government of India giving great initiatives for CNGs or CPGs, compressed natural gases or compressed biogases. By the way, farmers, they can earn, the community of farmers like FPOs, farmer producing organization, cluster of the farmers, cluster units, they will get a great opportunity to get money or revenue from the waste management. So our government of India they are taking a lot of initiatives through NGOs and NPOs, non-government organizations, non-profit organizations, and a lot of education institutions take such kind of establishments or such infrastructures for farmland activities and agro waste to wealth products. So likewise, we are not having such kind of very minimum resources. We are having great resources. The thing is, we don't have that particular spec or the particular viewpoint to get. And that is a message we used to get from the for the past agricultural sustainable development. And according to UN nations SDGs from 2015, these are the major 6 components in in this SDG 70s. They are directly concentrating or directly linked with the agricultural developments, like no poverty, zero clean water and sanitation, and responsible consumption, production, climate action, and life on earth. As I already mentioned these points in our very introductory slide, I'll just skip the zero hunger. Yes, while giving insights about the previous slide, we have discussed and mentioned about the climate-based smart agriculture practices. They have successfully implemented in African and many of the Asian countries, and clean water for efficient irrigation and reduction of nutrient runoff, as I already mentioned, because erosion, soil erosion is a great thing which is happening in each and every land or district. Like very recently we heard about the Wayanad issue, and not only in Wayanad, so many fertile lands losing their the organic rich top soil is to get a top soil, which means that the top 150 feet soil is it used to get aerobic microorganism. It used to get a lot of aeration. So it is not developed in the past 25 or 50 years. It has been developed for the past hundreds and hundreds of years. So due to the climate actions and due to the change or the environmental issue, so the soil erosion simply just the top simply just escaping of the top soil into the riverbed or in any some other places, not where the agriculture practices are not routine, which means it's a great loss for the agricultural society and particular community. That's why the agricultural farmer community as demanding nutritive resources in the form of chemical substances. As far as our biotechnological and microbiological perspective, we are not doing active agriculture. Actually, we are doing passive agriculture system, which means we are having enough amount of nitrogen in the urea, nitrogen in the form of DCP, DAP, diammonium phosphate, and calcium and phosphorus source in the form of DCP, dicalcium phosphate. Likewise, all 70, all 80, all 90, till we used to have all 20. So likewise, each and every district and urban or in near to rural, everywhere, we could able to witness a lot of fertilizer shops. Likewise, each and every urban used to have a medical shops in each and every street now. Likewise, fertilizer shops. And we are also considering here biofertilizer, which means a monotonous organism available in a fertilizer shop in a bottled container. But farmers are ready to spend their money to purchase chemical fertilizer as well as the bottled monotonous bacteria in the name of biofertilizer. But thing is, they should come forward to generate their own agricultural waste to an organic rich manure preparation, and also they should give importance to develop their own indigenous microorganisms for the native development. Indigenous microorganisms, as I already mentioned, we are simply losing their diversity, microbial, beneficial microbial diversity from our mother earth. So likewise, each and every farmer should concentrate and contribute for the retaining of the traditional practices. By the way, we can able to save the environment. Responsible consumption, reducing post-harvest losses, food waste, and promoting circular bioeconomy. So as I already mentioned, circular economy, like circular bioeconomy, the post-harvest losses. Uh, uh, the thing is, once the particular agro commodity is to get a huge price or huge market value, means each and every farmer started to irrigate such the same commodity on their agricultural land. Then immediately within a 3 months to 6 months, the commodity will get a very less prices. Then the farmers is to do a sympathetic drama or sympathetic attention seeking kind of activity, just dropping all sort of agri productions on roadsides, on side of roads. By the way, they started to seek attention from the government, and we have to concentrate about the post harvest losses. So according to me, building a new cold storage systems is going to be a great choices are the only options for agricultural practices, means it's actually totally wrong. We have to give awareness and education for them, starts from the productivity to value addition, which means the farmers should consider themselves as a manufacturer as well as processors. So likewise, actually the single individual or the single person cannot able to do all sort of things. So for that, they should come in a single line, like in a unity in manner, like they should union. They should form a particular union, and they will concentrate about the all sort of agro commodities, rest of the balanced agri productivities. They will consider it for value addition practices. So which means the FPOs must develop most of the places towards value added kind of thing, not only concentrating on good manner of or large volume of agricultural products, and also they should consider about the minimum amount of from the productivity towards value addition likewise. And by the way, we should consider the food waste also. In our society, placing costly food items in a costly restaurant, we should consider a societal manner, or is a societal stewardship, or is a societal rich wellness. It's a kind of exhibition towards the thing. But we should educate the youngsters be, behind such kind of the food preparations. There's a huge value of the agricultural productivity, so that our district governments and state governments or central government, they should give a lot of awareness programs and awareness videos, rather than promoting cinematic views through the media channels. I'm totally not agreeing with the media persons and media side of things, giving much more importance the particular segments like cinematic uses or cinema based informations, particularly on actors and other actors, though they are giving a great contributions in the nation, but ultimately the food is indispensable for everyone. Food is we don't have any substitute for food. So we have to create an exclusive media, or we should control such media to promote food waste and food uh, 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 such kind of food preservations also, and promoting. By the way, they can contribute to the circular bioeconomy also. Circular bioeconomy means, like in ETP, like effluent treatment plant, we call now particular term ZLD, which means zero liquid discharge, which means in the particular processing industry, they are not wasting single drop of water into the environment. They are reusing that water for various purposes like gardening activities, like industrial reprocessing activities, or like such kind of vast activities. Likewise, circular economy means there will not be a single gram of the productivity should not waste. It should not lay in our in the societal system as a waste. So we should consider each and every kind of thing towards a wealthful manner or worthful manner. By the way, we can consider that generating revenue and the perspective. And climate action, adaptation of low carbon farming practices. As I already mentioned, farmers must have to get awareness about their farm goods or the farm waste or agro waste products can be able to turn into a valuable product for energy purpose, particularly majorly on energy purpose, for some other allied business activities likewise. And life on earth, and preventing desertification, promoting soil biodiversity and sustainable land management. Preventing desertification. Very recently, we used to heard about the improvement of real estate activities. So simply those promoters used to purchase lands, the fertile lands from the farmers community with a huge money, and they used to leave the land here for a few years, so that they used to claim the such kind of lands is not fit for farming activity, so that it's ready for urbanization. They used to get a DCTP approval kind of thing, DCP approval kind of thing. So we have to have a such thing keen in our mind. So uh, gathering or getting huge amount of salary is not going to come along with us even the judgment day. Fine. So even the judgment day itself, we are the single person used to travel. Even our blood relations or our neighbors or our friends, they are not going to come along the side. So the single individual and their mindset and their thought process only going to travel till the last moment of the last minute of the judgment day. So the thing is, we have to keep a great ethic. So we have to live on our earth in a peaceful manner, so that giving a green nature by means of promoting agricultural activities, promoting or participating in agricultural activities is going to be give a great healthness in our individual, so that we can save our life as well as save our earth also. It's my simple experienced words from my past research and industry path. And promoting soil biodiversity, as I already mentioned many times about importance of soil biodiversity, particularly of tiny creatures like microorganisms and sustainable land management. Agriculture is a thread connecting to many SDGs. It drives progress or decline depending on how we manage it. As I already mentioned, how we are understanding and how we are taking forward towards our mother nature development. As I already mentioned, money is not ultimate source. Money will give a lot of happiness, lot of entertainments, activities and all. But thing is, at the end of the day, the real asset is peace. Real asset is inner peace. So the inner peace means the thought process must have to be very clear. So I request each and every fellow mates, the thought process we have to fix in a daily activities or the routine in our daily life, which means the agricultural practices. So if we have just 1 square feet land, 1x1 square feet land is much more sufficient. We need not to bother about hectares and hectares of land is not available under my name. So we can keep in our mind, we are not going to contribute for the particular individual, we are not going to contribute for the particular family, we are not going to contribute for the particular district or thing. We are going to contribute our mother nature by considering just 1 square feet, 1x1 square feet land. By the way, it considers everything, starts from the individual till our mother earth. So these are the various partnership deeds starts from sustainable food and agricultural frameworks from US and Paris Agreement 2015. There, the committee finalized the SDGs and Convention on Biological Diversity, Global Soil Partnership, Federation of Food and Agricultural Organization, and the Committee on World Food Security (CFS) and all. And let us directly come to our nation thing. Uh, Conservation of agriculture, agroecology and organic farming, precision agriculture using smart agriculture supports like sensors, data science and data driven thing, artificial intelligence and IoT, Internet of Things enabled smart agricultural farming, biofertilizers and biopesticides to reduce chemical uses. Here, I have mentioned very commonly biofertilizer is a very common title or the topic which will reach each and every farming community. But according to me, biofertilizers means it inclusive of biodiversity, which means mixed microbial consortia are also are biofertilizers or bio inputs, and also pesticides must arise from bio-derived, which means a lot of plant derived molecules also have such potential to retard the insects from our agri lands. Likewise, we have to concentrate on biopesticides or bio pest retardants in order to completely reduce the toxic poisonous chemical usage in our agricultural land. Integrated water resource management, for that we have to get a proper knowledge about water management. For that we use our government of India giving much more initiatives and a lot of sessions through our KVKs, district level sessions and institutions level sessions for farming community should get proper knowledge about water management activities and agroforestry and carbon farming. So these are the major activities in perspective of SDGs on agricultural sustainable development. Our government of India, they have initiated and fantastically undergoing such activities for the welfare of farmers, to protect the farmers, to encourage newcomers like young budding agri entrepreneurs to the green society. So are very well to mention about the particular activity like PKVY, like Paramparat Krishi Vikas Yojana, which promotes organic farming, which directly comes under the SDGs 12 goals. So role of the biotechnology and innovation and our responsibility. Like we used to claim ourselves as a researchers, we are the innovators. For that we need a problem statement. So in order to get a proper problem statement, we are traveling each and every nook and corner. I'm not claiming myself. I'm referencing each and every agripreneurs in our India, not only in our India, in globally. They are traveling nook and corner. They used to get a proper knowledge from the farming community. What are the problems they are facing? Based upon the problem, they used to prepare about the problem statement. Based upon the problem statement, they start to work on the already existing material to give a innovative ideas and concept to prepare an innovative solution for against a particular problem or problem statement. Likewise, microbial inoculants, as I already mentioned, biofertilizers inclusive of bioinoculants or bio inputs. Likewise, microbial inoculants improve soil health and reduce chemical dependency. Our company, ELIES Biotech Private Limited, previously we started to starts from a research, and we are dedicating our attention and our importance towards sustainable agricultural practices by means of giving a customized and target oriented microbial consortia. So you know very well about our India is a well diversified land resources. You have diversified soil resources, particularly considering Tamil Nadu. So we are in a Erode district. It's a totally different from very neighbor district like Coimbatore, according to the soil nature. Likewise, from here we can consider the Ramanad district, which is a coastal line. Likewise, up to Kanyakumari, the east coastal line. So we have a diversified soil conditions. So we are exclusively concentrating on the soil nature and the existing condition of the soil. And accordingly, we are preparing our inoculum and we are supplying to the destiny and whomever exclusively demanding such kind of cultures to improve their crop, and by the way they can get a maximum irrigation out of it. So likewise we are trying to reduce, we are giving our support to reduce their chemical dependency, and we are encouraging them to develop their own farm agro waste based manure development in order to fulfill nitrogen by means of nitrogen fixing bacteria, phosphorus by means of phosphate solubilizing bacterial and its contributions, potassium by means of potassium mobilizing bacteria, KBs. Likewise, the major NPKs definitely we can able to fulfill with the support of beneficial microbial mixed microbial consortia that too targeted within. Likewise, MgOB magnesium oxidizing bacteria, ZnOB zinc oxidizing bacteria, IOB iron oxidizing bacteria, even such places sulfur oxidizing bacteria is also giving a very great support for the sustainable agriculture development through organic mode. Likewise, CRISPR is a modern biotechnology innovation. CRISPR and it's a genetic improvement to enhance crop resilience, which means crop resistance for biotic and abiotic stresses. So CRISPR gene regulation and CRISPR gene technology is a promising technology, but thing is for the farmers I have to give a so getting a CRISPR technology based seed procurement, as actually the CRISPR technology is going to play in a seed development. So such kind of well concentrated and developed, it's not comes under genetically modified 100%, it's a partially improved or partially concentrated on a CRISPR gene regulation based thing. So by the way, they can get a great possibility and opportunities to resist from the biotic and abiotic stresses. Biotic means starts from insects, sub-pathogens. Likewise, abiotic means climatic actions and sudden invade of chemical substances. Likewise, and bio-based solutions contribute to sustainable goal like industry innovation infrastructures. A lot of industries, particularly green building concept, green carbon controlling carbon emissions, ZLD technologies, and waste management, and particularly OHAS, occupational and health safety and industrial safety aspect. So these are the major, even ISO standards and 5S standards, lean manufacturing tools, and COSAR and BRC. So these are the various standards nowadays. They are giving importance about waste management, and they are ensuring about the green energy audit also. By the way, industry also getting evolution about the need of the green society and the importance of the green nature, so that they are giving much more part of their CSR funds, corporate social responsibility funds, for the welfare of the localized environment. So their first choice is bio-based. So actually there are three major choices are there in front of them. Starts from chemical based, physical based, and biological based. So chemical based, there's a neutralizing or chelating chemical agents are there for them to set right of all sort of thing. And physical, there's such kind of instruments and devices or machines are there to set right of such kind of things. And bio is a 100% sustainable, which means slow and steady wins the race kind of approach. So they are giving importance, and they are enabling chances for us for like us to promote, to give a right kind of product for the their need, like bio-based product. Smart farming and IoT improve productivity and sustainability matrices. So likewise, through education institutions contributions and localized farming welfare institutions like KVKs and district farming activity promoting centers, even though the milk dairy related collection centers, and particularly veterinary universities training and research centers, VUTRC in our Tamil Nadu. Likewise, each and every state, they used to have their own veterinary training. They used to promote such kind of smart farming, not only for human food cycle need, and also for cattle. So as I already very clearly mentioned about, we must not to consider only human consumption and human demands. The SDGs not only fit for the human, not only giving much more importance for the human alone, it considers the entire livelihoodness, the entire ecosystem safe, the entire green nature of our mother nature, and food security of ensure the food securityness of each and every living creature on our earth. And challenges implementations part. So the policy fragmentation between environment and agriculture sectors. Yes, again there is a huge gap, and there will be a mandatory niches are there. We must get a proper understanding segment between environment and agriculture sector, because the commodities from agriculture we can directly take it into for consumption, whereas in the case of environment we cannot consume directly, but we can apply for our demands or our needs. Likewise, our policy should the policy should get understand in a proper way, in a proper manner, through the proper awareness sessions, through our governmental and non-governmental activities, through our institutions even. Limited farmer awareness and accesses to sustainable technology, as I already mentioned, but now we are getting evolved, because a lot of government initiatives, and particularly we can claim our UPI contributions. Likewise, farmer used to get the insurance, the like crop insurance kind of activities, and for water, smart water management, smart irrigation systems, and soil health systems, soil health monitoring systems. Likewise, and crop monitoring system, crop health monitoring system. Likewise, a lot of things day to day they are getting awareness because of our government directly or indirectly, and our NGOs and the education institutes and all. Inadequate finance for small holders. Yes, exactly. We always used to favor for small agricultural practices, like those who have less than 2.5 acres in their hand or in their holding line, like very small holders in agriculture sectors, because they don't get a proper result, which means which means a return, we can say return on investment. So the small holders may struggling in ROIs, return on investment. So how we can enable to get an adequate finance means getting a industry partnership. According to me, farmers and industry bridge, as just for the past 10 years we used to talk about academia and industry bridges, right? Academia and industry bridges will give a lot of financial supports and financial opportunities to motivate young budding researchers to get a stipend, sponsorship, and all. So as like our overseas countries, they used to depend industries for research and development activities. We have achieved in a very good manner about academia industry bridging activities through a lot of sectors, like a lot of forums and associations like Confederation of Indian Industries, NASCOM. Likewise, each and every state's exclusive industry promotion associations and district-wise industry promotion associations. Likewise, accordingly, we have to achieve farmers and industry relations also. So not only to fulfill the canteen needs, which means workers food need or food demands, and also for raw material procurement. So, by the way, farmers will get ensure, or they will get the proper understanding about the once after the cultivation, the irrigation, the commodity, the the post harvest, during the post harvest losses. Definitely our industrial supporters will give a great support and hands to procure their commodities for their process. By the way, they can give a proper price for in a right time. Likewise, they should comes under the understanding thing, and monitoring and evaluation gaps for SDG indicators. Yes, still we are in a learning condition only. So just 17 titles is not enough for each and every individuals. So we have to give a n number of monitoring and considerations based upon our thought process and based upon approaches. So for these kind of experiences, we can get through industry, farmers associations, farmers academia associations, academia and industry associations. By the way, those three kind of associations will be supported or will be benefited through various networking associations, as I already mentioned, like CAI starts from CAI, Confederation Indian Industries, like us, each and every district level association systems, so that the problem statement and its indicators through survey indicator or the indicators for such kind of monitors is a very easy process. For that, we have to give our much more attention. And trade-offs between productivity and sustainability, very happy and honest and very privileged to mention, our India for the past 10 years, a decade, we used to have a lot of business forums or trade possibilities, like trade inter-district, starts from inter-district, interstate, even international. How it possible? Because based upon our experience, uh, like our Karnataka, they used to conduct the coming 18th to 20th Bangalore Biotech Summit, Bangalore Tech Summit, likewise Indian International Science Festivals, and each and every state it used to have their own unique forums and industrial trade associations and activities. So in Tamil Nadu, there's a great meet under Agri-Intex in Kodisha at Coimbatore is a very famous and international level famous and high productive trade-offs. So likewise, farmer communities should get awareness. They should get subsidy also through proper manner, through MSMEs, through agriculture sectors, in order to showcasing their products in front of buyers. Starts from the industry, starts from the various processing industries. Likewise. So path forward, integrate climate smart, biodiversity friendly and economically viable approaches, strengthen farmer cooperativeness and community-based organizations, as I already mentioned, FPOs kind of thing, and promote public-private partnerships. As I already mentioned, the three majors like industry, farmer, academia and industry. Likewise, we can make a probability kind of arrivals for technology disseminations. Enhance data-driven monitoring for, we should educate farmers. The data is very important asset for them. So if we start to ask the farmer for the past 5 years, what are the crops you have irrigated in your land, means they don't have much data about such thing. So we have to ask our academy interns, they should go and interact with the farming community to retrieve such data, and we have to deliver such data in a research or techno forums about the particular native and their thing, so that we will get a great framework about the situation and the conditions based upon the data driven and its monitoring conditions, monitoring systems. Likewise, ensure inclusivity like gender, youth, and indigenous groups in agricultural policy making. Yes, so scientific advisory committees, it must have to form each and every NGOs and NPOs and each and every association, scientific advisory committee in that agriculture, in that SAS's scientific advisory committee, we should include all sort of, we should not discriminate like education based or gender based or youth or age based kind of, we should not give any such kind of opportunity for such kind of discrimination. We should give a one and only thing is experience. So experience, age of experience, though they are very illiterate or they don't know how to write or how to read and all, but we have to give an importance to oral knowledge. We have to retrieve their oral knowledge. For that, academia is playing a vital role to find out such kind of experienced, knowledge professionals in our society, in our environment, so that those included experienced, knowledgeable persons in the SAC scientific advisory committee, all sort of thing will be achievable in a very short manner. These are the various case studies are India's soil health card systems, and so I don't want to mention other nations' movements, but we can take references from even from African countries like Kenya, like they used to have successful implementation histories. Like conclusion in the slide, the sustainable agriculture is a vital for achieving multiple SDGs simultaneously. Is very important each and every one of us, and it's a mandate for each and every one of us. It's our responsibility also. Global and national policies must align economic, social, and environmental priorities. So we cannot instruct to the global until unless raising our voice in UN Nations Forum. If I am correct now, who people are the experienced professors may agree, but national policies, it is in our hand. So we can raise our voices through our productivity, through our attention, through our awareness, through our activities, through our engagement, through our alignment, through our participations. So which is all sort of thing. Definitely, even a small village farming professionals definitely will get a one chance in a particular day to meet our Honorable Pradhan Mantri Sri Narendra Modi ji in near future. So likewise, so coming 18th of this month, Coimbatore is going to conduct a great youth agricultural entrepreneurs forum. In that forum, around 5,000 agricultural young agricultural practitioners going to participate in that. So our beloved Honorable Pradhan Mantri Sri Narendra Modi ji agreed to come and encourage and motivate the young professionals. These are the media news which I heard from the news channels. So with this kind of such activities, definitely our young generation will get a great motivation. Getting a degree from a prestigious institution, getting a placement opportunities in a large scale company, and accounting in a number of digitals in our balance book or in a account which is going to be a prestigious in our society. Definitely it's going to be vanished in our youngsters' mind. The one and only thing is must have to be placed in their mind is sustainability and circular bioeconomy, which means we need not to compare anybody else in this world. Each and every individual has its own rights to live their life individually. If we start to compare with the adjacent person or adjacent environment or adjacent family or adjacent district or adjacent state or adjacent neighbor nation or globally, so then we started to degrade ourselves. So if I want to contribute our nation globally, which means I should stay in our native, in my native, like Erode district. I'm here. I am concentrating just 60 cent, which means half acre of the land. It is not owned by me. It is not that ownership. I am renting it. I'm paying honestly monthly basis rent, and I'm doing agricultural practices, and parallelly I'm doing manufacturing activities. By the way, I am giving sustainable importance for sustainable solutions by promoting or manufacturing or giving a valuable quality and cost affordable bio products to the agricultural sector as well as environmental sectors to enhance circular bioeconomy for revenue generation. So innovation, inclusive governance and capability building are the keys to success. There can be no sustainable development without sustainable agriculture. So with this, I conclude my presentation. So hope I finished my presentation in time. So with this, I thank every participants in this forum. I really happy to know for the past 3-4 days enjoyed the valuable lecture series. Starts from the industry legends, starts from emeritus professors, starts from experienced one. So I hope you all got a very fantastic information, and I congratulate each and every participants for their great lessons from this forum. They should take these lessons, and they must convert such lessons or such listenings to the societal development. And I once again congratulate the participants for the tomorrow's program also. So I thank and I appreciate the team. I actually I'm very quite very less watched about that brochure preparation and all. So just before I have seen completely about that the speakers and all, such a fantastic combination. So with this, I wholeheartedly thank Professor Dr. Pavitra Madam for giving this wonderful opportunity for me to exchange my ideas and thought process in this forum. So hope you all enjoyed. If may any controversial or if any such unacceptable things from my lectures means, please forgive me and give importance to get research on it, to get a proper understanding about my saying, and try to take this information to your students also. So we look forward 2047 Vikshit Bharat. So with this, thank you so much for the organizers and particularly AI City for sponsoring this fantastic event. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. We will now, with your permission, sir, we will now take the questions, if any, from the participants. Participants, any questions? You can unmute and ask the questions, or you can post them. Any questions, participants?
So Aravind sir, I have one question.
Yes, please.
Yeah. What is meant by this sustainable food system, sir? Are they meant to say about organic foods, which is free from pesticides and artificial manures?
Yes, ma'am. Shall I start to ask? Shall I start to answer your question, ma'am?
Yeah, please, sir.
Yeah, thank you, thank you, ma'am. Fantastic question, ma'am. Sustainable. The word itself has its own explanation, ma'am, which means the food is free from. It has a great right to each and every one of us. The food should not come along with a lot of nonsense activities. Like means we can consider means like the chemical residues or any physical residues or even such biological residues like pathogens. or any chemical fertilizers or any radioactive kind of thing. So Mother Nature, uh, 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 approximately 2000 years ago, what kind of food we have consumed those times. So likewise, we have to give a much more importance sustainable food system or for sustainable food preparations. So exactly what you are telling is right, ma'am. We have to concentrate on organic way of food preparation, ma'am. So again is a great question about the productivity, ma'am. So respectful Professor Dr. M.S. Swaminathan sir give a great explanation and the importance about the green revolution and its productivity and the contributions. Yes, we have achieved, ma'am, that thing, but parallelly we don't know about a lot of disorders and diseases, root causes and all. So we have the one and only thing is we have reached a surplus amount of productivity, but parallelly we used to suffer with a lot of health associated or allied activity associated health implications, ma'am. So the thing is nature uh, nature aligned food preparation and food system definitely will give a future generation. Definitely this generation starts from 20th century, 21st century. Our health is a totally disturbed, ma'am. So starts from me and the society and all. So we have a key for our future generation safe, ma'am. At least we have to give importance for the fresh our own garden ripened fruits and vegetable cultivation. Even though just 1 square feet land is much more sufficient to harvest a minimum amount of vegetables like tomatoes, chilies and all. So definitely is not going to contribute on the aspect of productivity, ma'am, but will enable awareness about young community, youngsters to concentrate on our own production, our own system. Ma'am, we can consider our neighbor nations like Scandinavian nations like Finland, Auckland, Ireland, Netherlands, even on the Dutch land, ma'am. So they are concentrating on nature oriented, which means they're giving a organic level of practices rather than giving what global demanding education system, because they are not teaching their education system what US is demanding for Indian HRs, what Europe is demanding from Indian HRs, what Japan is demanding from Indian human resources. Like that, they are not considering them. Actually, they are considering only their nations, their well-wishers. Actually, what Japanese people used to keep in their mind is after 60th only their life is start. The concept is called ikigai. Likewise, our neighbor nations like Chinese and their food preparation 100%, almost 100% associated with the nature, man. Balanced food system they are concentrating. Likewise, my answer for fantastic question is, ma'am, instead of running or believing behind fast food culture or the ready-made preparation, ready to taste, ready to eat, ready to cook, such kind of system, we have to concentrate on the raw, healthy, agro-driven grains, vegetables, cereals, millets, based, pulses based, even though the taste is very, very minimum. But thing is, the organic asset, the carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, sulfur, and potassium asset is going to be a great bio available manner. That's my question. Actually, I worked in a food process industry also, ma'am. We have worked for ready to cook kind of food preparation. So with this experiences, ma'am, industries, we have a one and only thing in front of us is global demand. So such thing, but the consumer only have to choose, ma'am. What is so? If I started to work in a processing industry, but basically I'm a consumer. So in the consumer mindset only, I should enter into the industry. So likewise, if I start to consider myself as a consumer, definitely I will not do a single mistake in my quality contribution. That's a answer for me for your fantastic question, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you for answering the question, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Participants, anybody else wants to ask the question?
Ma'am, I just want to ask a question. Is there anybody else, like the forum is filled with the completely management professors or management faculties or all, or is any science-based science?
Sir, the participants are from different streams, from commerce, from management. They are from more of them from agricultural university and biotechnology, microbiology, and even some of the physiotherapists also they have joined.
Oh, great,
From
great.
different streams, people are.
That's fantastic. Actually, I just want to, is a curious too, is there anybody else in like Amarananda Reddy, Mailarapu, to everyone? Actually, their sir is mentioned about agricultural sir. Is there any unacceptable statements from my lecture? Is there any, you want to say any comments on my talk? I'm very honest and appreciate about your words from you actually, because I always used to stand for industry and also for mother nature. It's a kind of a combination thought. So I request from professionals, those who have any idea, different opinion, or any thing want to clarify with me, or anything want to discuss, or any want to uh, uh, convey, kindly please utilize this forum.
Sir, I'll share your mail ID and number in the chat box because we are rushing up for the next session. Sorry, sir. If anything is there, they will contact you in person, sir. Is it fine for you, sir?
Surely, ma'am, fantastic.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Yeah, ma'am. Netra, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, so now we are concluding this session. I would like to thank Dr. Aravindh Selvaraj sir for that enlightening and thought-provoking session. Your insights on sustainability goals, agricultural innovation have truly offered us a comprehensive perspective on evolving national and global agri-economy. So, on behalf of Diana Sagar Institutions, Organizing Committee, and all the participants, we sincerely thank you for sharing your expertise and spending your valuable time with us, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Aravind, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you
for
so
your
much.
valuable contribution for today.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Fantastic cooperation. I thank the management and everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. So now, participants, we will break for 5 minutes. We'll take a 5 minutes break, and the next session will be starting at 7:50. So we will join back at 7:50 for the next session.